the smoke out of our night of struggle, and we see a ray of hope. One pale thin ray reaching for the day. We can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but we can build a city of men. We may not reach the ending, but we can start slowly but truly mending, brick by brick, heart by heart. Now, maybe now we start learning how we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but we can build a city of men. When your trust is all but shattered, when your faith is all but killed, you can give up, bitter and battered, or you can slowly start to build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but finally a city of men. A city of men. Hi guys. If I look like I'm sweating, it's because I am. It's my first time here, babies first. I am Jackie Andrea. I'm a 19-year-old student at Fordham University, so of course I'm going to sing something from Godspell. I'm sorry. And thank you to Mom for recording this, because I'm using this for a project for my liberation theology class. Killing two birds with one stone. Or rather, as I like to say, because I really like animals, petting two dogs with one hand. But I do have to promote something at Fordham, and I promise I'm not promoting Catholicism. I'm not a missionary. You can all take a deep breath. You can all unclench your buttholes right now. There's this club that I am a part of, and I'm very honored to be part of it. It's called A Moment of Magic, and if you'd like, you can check it out at amomentofmagic.org. They have it at they have chapters at 30 colleges and universities across the United States. And I bet you're asking, what's so magical about it? What is this? Because I don't think anybody here has ever heard of it. I can't see anybody, but I doubt anybody's heard of it. Because it's actually a really cool organization. We dress up as princesses and superheroes. We actually got the rights from Disney, so that's awesome. We dress up as princesses and superheroes for kids in hospitals, for critically ill children, most of whom have cancer, and who need the most magic. So I'm really honored to be part of that group. I'm currently a magic maker, which is like an assistant. And this semester I'm getting coronated, which means I get to be a character. But yeah, it's one of the best parts of my day. It's absolutely like heart-wrenching, and like I cry every time, but it's the best part of my day. I actually picked this week to do it because I don't have princess training this week. Every once in a while, I'll text my boyfriend. He's like, "Oh, where are you going? Like, I see that your location's moving." I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to princess training." He's like, "Okay, you're weird." But usually, sometimes we do stories for the kids. Usually we just visit the hospitals, but we also have stuff for kids in hospice care, like we read stories to them or we sing songs online if they're not able to accept visitors. We also have a deal with the brand Love Your Melon. If you guys need any hats or gloves or scarves this upcoming winter season, I know it's going to be brutal because climate change is lovely. So if you're interested in more of that or in our 12 Days of Magic fundraiser thingamajig, you can go to amomentofmagic.org. I understand that a lot of people get, all warm and fuzzy over the holiday season, and there's no way of showing your gratitude this week quite like throwing us a little money so that we can transport ourselves to more hospitals. Thank you for letting me ramble about that. I promise I don't show up to the hospitals looking like Wednesday Addams, but it's okay. But usually when we sing for the kids, which is pretty special, they don't want to hear the villain songs. They want to hear like the princess, the ingenue, la 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 la. And I grew up, I don't know if you could tell by the way that I look, but I always wanted to be the villain. I had an older sister who always wanted to be like Princess Jasmine or, Princess Ariel, and I wanted to be Ursula. And it definitely is why I look the way that I look right now. But yeah, I think villains are so much cooler, so I want to sing a villain song. But in order to be a villain, I'm going to need a princess. Someone with bright eyes and a beautiful voice. Where's Leah?
Hi, I'm right here.
Come here.
Okay.
Come into the clutches of evil. I admit that in the past, I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me a witch, but you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made it switch. True? Yes. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. And dear lady, please don't laugh. I use it on behalf of the miserable, lonely, and depressed, pathetic, poor, unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl. And do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor, unfortunate souls, so sad, so true. They come flocking to my cauldron, praying spells, Ursula, please, and I help them. Yeah, I do. Now it's happened once or twice that someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake them across the coals. Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole I've been a saint to those poor, unfortunate souls. Now, babykins, here's my best offer. It's an offer you can't refuse. I got a spell that'll turn you into a human for 3 days. Now it's got a procedural clause, sort of a squid pro quo. Before the sun sets on the 3rd day, you gotta get dear old Princey Pooh to kiss you! Oh! If you do, you'll stay human forever.
And if I don't?
Nothing drastic, darling, I'm sure. I'll look small print. Your soul is mine forever, and you're doomed to spend eternity in my watery, hell-soaked lair. Gabelli Business School students. Don't you just love them? Of course, there is one more thing. My fee.
But I don't have anything.
I'm not asking for much. Only your voice.
My voice?